artist has been in our lives since she was a little girl with movies like How the Grinch Stole Christmas and shows like Gossip Girl. She's also a very talented musician. Her band is called The Pretty Reckless. They're nominated for 2 iHeartRadio awards. They're the only female-fronted band nominated in their categories, and their latest album hit #1 on the rock charts, which is so cool for a chick, I'm just saying. It's called Death by Rock and Roll. Let's say hello to Taylor Momsen, everybody!
Hey, Kelly, how are you?
I am so good. I'm so proud of you. I don't even know you. That was so cool on the rock charts. That rarely happens for women. Let's be real.
Unfortunately, is yeah,
a rarity.
Rare.
Yeah.
And I believe Death by Rock and Roll. We actually just said Death by Rock and Roll, the single went #1, which was crazy in COVID. To put out a song and have it go #1 and not be able to play it live. And then our latest single, And So It Went, which features the amazing Tom Morello, also just reached #1. So that I believe that makes it our 6th #1 single at the rock format. So I think we're breaking records. Like I think we, not to like tout myself.
I'm so sorry for you. You're not even able to like play this like that. The energy of when you get a #1 song and you're playing live and like, I'm so sorry. That sucks, COVID. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But what you gonna do? We're all in the same boat, so we're just hanging in, being patient, and just so thankful and so grateful to all the fans and like everyone who's listened and radio stations and like everyone who's played it. Like it's absolutely incredible to see it. And I've now I'm trying to become like a tech type person. I'm still really bad at it, if I'm being honest. But I've now discovered that there's these things called like reaction videos online, where you can like watch people videotape themselves listening to a song or your song for the first time.
Yeah.
And it's not even about what they say, but like watching their face as they listen to it, I found very enjoyable. And so like in lieu of a massive audience in front of you, like that's been something that it's become
next
like
best
a hobby
thing.
of mine.
Yeah. It feels like okay, people are listening to it. It's like a show in some form in my head, my brain moving. But what was the process like for this album? Because was it different than recording the other albums?
I mean, it was different. Yeah. I mean, it was different in a lot of ways. I mean, not to get too heavy, but we went through a lot of loss in the past few years. So to make a very long story short, I fell very dark into a hole of depression and, everything that comes with loss and trauma and grief. And I wasn't really sure how to get out of it. And it was me, and really as cliche as it may sound, it was music. Like music was the thing that really brought me back to life and like brought like the sparkle back into my eyes. And
it's therapeutic.
And super therapeutic. And the writing of the record, it just like the floodgates opened and this record kind of like just wrote itself whether I wanted it to or not. I didn't really have a choice in the matter. And I wasn't even thinking about like recording it or putting it out, or like I wasn't thinking that far ahead. It just flowed. And I think that makes for something that's really special. And even the title Death by Rock and Roll, which I know can sound very morbid to a lot of people just because of the title, just because of the word death, is not like death by rock and roll. It was this motto and this ethic and this lifestyle that was like live your life by, of live life your own way, go out your own way, don't let anyone tell you differently, don't let anyone tell you how to live, like freedom. So it was like very much a battle cry for life itself. And so that phrase like just started to resonate in my head in a way, in a way that I couldn't ignore, I guess, and in a new way, I guess. I hope people can relate to that and maybe kind of find some solace in it the same way I found solace in the records that I grew up loving and listening to, and finding that comfort and knowing that,
Absolutely.
you're not alone.
Yeah, knowing that you're not alone. Yeah.
Get better.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Taylor. It's great to meet you. I cannot wait to hear this whole record. Yep, I'm still here, just waiting for you to subscribe. If you don't, I'll be trapped in this box forever.